A while back, a company called Olinthus released the Cicada Overdrive, which at the time they billed as the world's smallest effects pedal. And I have it right here. See, it's super duper tiny. Since then, they've expanded into the world of fuzz. So let's take a look at the world's smallest fuzz pedal, the Earwig Fuzz. Welcome to Get Offset. My name is Emily and you are as cute as a button. And you have that in common with all the pedals from Olinthus, including the Earwig Fuzz, which you can see right here. By the way, Olinthus is sponsoring this video, but thoughts and opinions are all mine. Ears are all yours though. If you want to skip around, check out the timestamps in the video description. I also have some general affiliate links in there as well. The Olinthus Fuzz, which is inspired by the 1969 EHX Big Muff Pi, comes in this cute little 10. And before we get started, I want to show you something using the Olinthus Cicada, which you saw earlier, and namely that is this cable right here, because it's not in full view on the table over there. So this is a TRRS breakout cable, which features power right there, input blue, and output red. And don't worry, there is an instruction card that comes with the pedal in the 10 that reiterates that for you. But really, just look at how adorable these little pedals are. In the 10, you get a sticker and a tiny little manual which explains the controls. Level is volume, tone controls how bright or dark the fuzz is, and sustain is the amount of distortion and sustain. Left for less, right for more. What we don't have is a foot switch, and how the Olinthus pedals work is you just apply a little bit of pressure to the face of the pedal itself, and you can hear that click right there. According to their website, the switch mechanism has been tested to withstand up to 250 pounds of force, but you still should probably be a little bit more gentle with it than that. But it doesn't take that much pressure to turn it on. They intentionally do not call this a stomp box because I don't want you to physically stomp on it. Another thing to note is that it doesn't have sides. You can see light clean through that. It should be fine if you don't spill liquids on it. And as for dust, I'm not sure how big of a concern that really is, but a little pressurized air now and then ought to do the trick if you're experiencing issues. Olinthus also sent me a cute little 9-volt converter so I can use a 9-volt battery instead of a standard power supply or daisy chain. And I know a few people who talk about using their Olinthus pedals by attaching it to their guitar or strap so they can just turn it on there. And this would be really helpful for that. By the way, this pedal draws 50 milliamps of power, so I'd suspect that a single 9-volt battery will last a decent amount of time. Just remember to unplug it when it's not in use. As I mentioned earlier, the Olinthus Earwig Fuzz is based on the 1969 EHX Big Muff Pi. It features a cascading 4-stage hard clipping circuit, including 2 diode stages and interstage tone stack. That's enough talking. Let me get a guitar and get this started. Welcome back. I'm using this Jazzmaster I assembled last year, which features the Seymour Duncan Hot Jazzmaster silencers. For an amp, I'm using the Benson Chimera plugin from Mixwave today. And I don't think you should care about my clean tone, but here is mine. I have volume and gain at about 9 o'clock, and volume and sustain at 9 o'clock, and tone in the middle. That was in the middle position. Let's hear it in the bridge and then work our way back up to the neck. I don't have a rhythm circuit on this Jazzmaster, but I do have a series switch, so we'll try that. So it cleans up pretty nicely. Let's crank that sustain. I'll start it at the neck this time. While we're here, let's adjust that tone control. I really like how that tone is voiced at noon. That feels like a real Goldilocks spot to me. That being said, I I kind of like it with some more treble too. I think that's fun. But let's keep that fuzz cranked for a little bit. With that in series, it gives you a lot to chew on. That is super sick. I'm just gonna roll down the volume on the neck and the bridge. I have 2 independent volume controls on this guitar. Check out the video on this build, it's a fun one. So that is extremely, extremely fun. I really like it with this guitar, and I love the thought of mounting it to your guitar. If you were, especially with the fuzz, with the overdrive, I wasn't quite so sure because a lot of things in a signal chain want to be before an overdrive. But fuzz, especially like this style of fuzz, in my experience, really likes being at the front of your signal chain. So it just makes sense to mount that to a guitar, save up a little space on your pedal board as well, though this does fit on the pedal board. Yeah, but it's genuinely a lot of fun. Before I plug this in with a baritone guitar and maybe a bass, because of course we all want to hear this with a lower tuned instrument, I want to remind you that there are general affiliate links in the video description. Using those links when you're shopping for gear or anything else doesn't cost you anything extra, but a portion of each sale is shared with me. It's a great way to support this channel doing things that, let's be honest with ourselves and each other, we were probably going to do anyway. All right, baritone time. This is the Orangewood Del Sol Baritone. Has a couple P90s in it, so we also have a different pickup type. Check out the full video if you feel so inclined. Here it is, clean. And with fuzz at about 9 o'clock. And I'll put the tone back in the middle. We're in the middle position. Little bit out of practice on the baritone, so forgive me there. I can also do these out of phase. Be honest, this guitar pickups out of phase fuzz, super duper cool, man. Very cool. I apologize. I'm not as boned up on baritone, but I wanted to show it off. Usually when I play a baritone guitar, I'm doing a ticky-tacky bass thing. And speaking of bass, this is my beautiful purple sparkly Bronco bass, which also has a dedicated demo on this channel. The pickup is by McNelly. This time my amp is from the Fender Studio Pro Rumble Native Suite. It's a plugin, and I'll put that on the screen so you can see exactly which amp I was using. This is a clean tone. law that a fuzz demo for bass has to use that riff once. It's the law. That might be too much bass. So right now I have sustain cranked and tone at about 9. Let's hear that with the volume on the guitar, bass guitar, up all the way. If we roll back the volume on it just a little bit, I think that's my favorite bass tone, and maybe my favorite tone period from this pedal. Well, there you have it, a quick and dirty look at the Olinthus Earwig Fuzz. Drop a timestamp in the comments with your favorite sound I got out of this little pedal. If you like this video, check out the one on the screen. That's my demo of the Olinthus Cicada. Thanks for watching. Thanks for understanding. Until next time, my name is Emily. Goodbye.